Now I think the Magic can bite on this trade because I'm offering also Clarkson or Randle. So either of those players are going to be better than the two they're going to give up. So I say Orlando Magic give up Mario Hezonja, who's kind of been a bust lately, but who knows, he's a shooter and stuff, so maybe he could work out in Luke Walton's system. And their newest rookie they got this year, Wesley Iwundu from Kansas State. I've always liked him because he could play defense too, and he has some offensive ability, but whether his contract is next 3 or 4 years, doesn't matter. It's still a rookie scale, so it's not going to really mess up our free agency stuff this year. And the Lakers would also have to give up Josh Hart. I think if you throw him in there, it's more enticing because he's shown he could be like a Wesley Iwundu. He's just a lot better on the offensive end, or just a lot smarter at this point. And then Lakers will also throw in a second-round pick, whether it's this year or the next, just to entice them a little bit more. But this one could probably work, but we'll see what happens. This one's interesting because Lakers are going to be getting a player from the Jazz, so I would say a Jazz player in Dante Exum, who has been injured a lot, but I don't know if anybody saw him during the summer league, but before he got injured, he seemed like he was worthy of that top 5 pick, but that injury bug got him again in 2 of the last 3 years. But I think they'd be willing to give him up because he's kind of been a bust for them, and who knows if he'll be injury-free when he's with the Lakers or not. They could take a chance on that. But then the Lakers also get Derek Favors, who's in the last year of his deal, but they'd be willing to give that up, the Jazz, and a first-round pick, because the Lakers would be offering Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., or Ivica Zubac. So they would have to choose between those two, and a second-round pick also. So this could work. They get younger, and they get better guys coming off the bench, kind of like so we'll see how that goes, but, we'll see what happens with that big. Alright, this is a huge, as far as number of guys, but it could work out because the Hawks have multiple first-round picks, so we'll see. I'm sure they'll give us a later one, but any kind of first-round pick helps. And all the contracts are basically for this year, except Dorsey's, who's on a rookie, but you never know, how good these guys are. You still would have to give them a shot. So Hawks give up Marco Bellinelli, Ersan Ilyasova, Luke Babbitt, Tyler Dorsey, and the first-round pick and a second-round pick. I know it's asking a lot, but the Hawks will also get in return Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle, Luol Deng, Larry Nance Jr., or a Thomas Bryant. I'm kind of stuck between whether to give up Larry Nance also for this one, maybe just, Thomas Bryant. I think I'll just do that. And then a second-round pick this year, and then a future second-round pick. So I think if the Hawks are going to give up so many players, they would have to give up at least a certain number of picks, but it's only second-round picks and future second-round picks. So that one's going to be tough with the Deng contract, but if you're giving up both Randle and Clarkson, it is more likely they're probably going to say yes. another team to see if they bite on the Luol Deng contract. So Knicks will give up Jarrett Jack, Ron Baker, Ramon Sessions, and a first-round pick. And the Lakers give up Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle, or Larry Nance Jr., the Luol Deng contract, Tyler Ennis, and a second-round pick. This is interesting, but hopefully they'll bite because they need, players that can actually play in both Clarkson and Randle and Larry Nance. Who knows how many of those guys will start for them, actually, if they did make this trade. Okay, guys, one more attempt to get rid of the Deng contract. It's a tough contract to get rid of, but we'll see if this might work. So the Lakers would get Darren Collison, Damian Wilkins, Glenn Robinson III, and a first-round pick from the Pacers. And the Pacers would receive Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle, or Larry Nance Jr., because you shouldn't give up both, and the Luol Deng contract with Tyler Ennis as well, and a future second-round draft pick. They would need any of those guys, whether it's Clarkson or Randle or Larry Nance, and then when they have them on their contracts right now or their roster, they'll be able to re-sign any of those guys. I think re-signing those guys would be better than first-round picks, but Lakers are in a different position where they don't need those high of contracts, whether it's Clarkson, and then with Nance Jr., he's already older coming out of college, so I think they would want to get away from him. But if Lakers can sneak in a first-round pick, depending where the Pacers finish, then, it might be beneficial to them. And the last one I got, just because the Cavaliers have kind of been sort of desperate, is I don't think they're going to go after DeAndre Jordan. I honestly think DeAndre Jordan would be perfect at Portland, but who knows if Portland wants to give up, that many picks to, especially first round. But they might, because they have multiple, so giving up one for him wouldn't be that bad. But last one for the Cavaliers and the Lakers would receive Channing Frye, an expiring contract for this year, London Parentis, who's on a two-way contract, kind of like Alex Caruso is right now. But to me, I think this guy I hated him at Virginia because I'm a Duke guy. But, he was always great against us, and he's a great three-point shooter also, which is what the Lakers are looking for. That's why that whole Jamel Wilson, I never had him as a guy I thought the Lakers had targeted. And, of course, the news. Sorry, guys, but yeah, no more Wilson, so we'll see how this turns out, who they might sign. And then the Cavaliers will be getting Clarkson or Randle. They could choose between those two. They might choose Randle, but I am giving them Larry Nance Jr., so they might go Clarkson because you kind of have the same player in Randle and Nance. But they would get Larry Nance Jr. also and a second-round pick, kind of even things out. But this is kind of what I think what might happen or what could happen with trades to try to get rid of. The Deng contract is going to be tough, but if you're going to get rid of a Clarkson or a Randle, you should, if you're going to package them together, get a first-round pick back. I've seen a lot of things in the past couple of days where they haven't been getting them, just kind of like players. But what's the point if you're not going to get any type of draft pick, because you might hit on a guy in the second round. So we'll see how this goes. Comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. And, let's go Lakers. Hopefully we'll be back, especially with some free agents next year. Hopefully we get some guys. Thanks. Thanks a lot.